Hello, welcome back to another episode of The Doctor's Inn. I'm your doctor, C.G. Weinberg, and today I'm bringing you an episode that I'm not sure I should be recording because my book today is on The Case Against Education by Robert Caplan. Now, as a doctor who's educated, why would I be recommending a book like this? And yes, I am recommending it, and that's because of the state of higher education. It's not in a good place. Now, there's a few problems with higher education today that I want to talk about. The first one being credentialism, which is basically where you go to college just to get a piece of paper to prove that you can go to college, which is the dumbest thing in the world. But it is rampant throughout our education system. People going to college just so that they can tell people that they went to college. This is a bad thing. It is good for no one, ever. So don't do it. But that is the state of our education today, and I'm not for it. And Robert Caplan is also not for it. But unfortunately, it is what's happening today. The other problem with higher education is the indoctrination of it. Like, the left has been working to take over colleges for over 100 years now, and it's not a good thing. So they have been trying to make it so that if you go to college, you come out thinking like they think, which is not a good thing. That is why we're in the state we are today as a country. But I am not all doom and gloom. Okay? The problem is with higher education today. It is not about education. Education just needs to be useful. That is the point of higher education. So, how can we restore education? That is the big question. And first, I think first off, you have to be honest about why are you trying to be educated? Why are you trying to do something more outside of high school? Now, there's personal reasons, which are great. There are religious reasons, and there are cultural ones. So, first off is the fact that you might need to be educated as a person because you weren't serious in high school. That is the case for most people, is they didn't actually take their studies seriously, and so they need to go get more of them. Also, religious ones. Like, maybe you just want to know more about the world that God made and need to go and get more of it. So, go be educated more. And finally, culturally. Maybe you're in a place that actually really admires those who are well educated, or you want to be helping out the people in your location. So what if your town needs a lawyer? Well, maybe you should go to law school and become a lawyer. That's a really good reason to go be educated. So those are all really good things. But also, the thing with higher education is you can get educated by yourself on your own. Books, you know what? You can get a lot of them free or cheap. So you can go form a study group, form a book club, and read books with people that you care about and trust. Be discipled by them just by reading good books. You can get a really good education just with some late fees from the library. So go do that if you want to. Another point is the fact that you should be looking for an education that's useful. So be honest about your education, but then also look for one that's useful. So look at the needs around you. What does your culture need? What does your city need? What does your family need? How can you be helpful to those who are around you? And go find an education for that. Also look, though, at your skills and giftedness. So, do you like to write? Well, maybe you should be a writer. If you hate writing, don't go to be trained to be a writer. It's a bad idea. Lawyers have to study a lot. Doctors, too. If you don't like reading and studying and learning about exact things, which I read a lot. I am not good at reading exact things. Probably make a bad doctor because I'd have to double check literally everything. You can ask my students, it's true. And I mean medical doctor. I'm a doctor, just not that kind of doctor. So look at what you're good at and go be educated based off that. Another thing about education, though, is education for life. So if you want to be a person that contributes to society, to your culture, to your community, you need to have a certain level of education. You can get that on your own, or you may need help if you're not disciplined enough on your own. So do that if you need to. Look to grow in the person that you are and the education that you have. And if college is the right fit for you, then great. If not, do it on your own time. It's totally possible. My first degree, I was able to get done really fast because I educated myself before going to school. I read every business book I could. I looked ahead at what classes I'd be taking, and I read books about those subjects. So when I went to class, I already knew what I was taking class for. So I didn't really learn a whole lot in my college because I taught myself first. And a lot of my college was just to get the credentials of the paper because I didn't need to learn things. So that's using and abusing the system that's there. I was trying to get a better job. So pick your battles. But yeah, look to be educated for life. How to become a better human, how to become a better Christian, how to become a better citizen. These are all things that you should be looking for in an education. Which brings me to the reason why I even read this book, The Case Against Education, is because for my doctorate, I was doing it for Comeford College. And this is what Comfort is trying to do. We're trying to provide an education that makes you into a better person, that makes you into a better worshiper, and that makes you into a better citizen. Because honestly, that is what we want for people that we live with. We want them to be good people, good Christians, and good citizens. We want to have people that we can debate with. We want to have people that we can worship with and break bread with and fellowship with and have communion with. And we also want people that can raise up a good generation, good children, be good grandparents. That is what we're looking for at Comfort College. So if this is something that you want more for yourself, something that you're interested in, or you just want to support our cause, please come to our info night, which is 4/21 at 6 p.m. at Trinity Evangel Church here in Marysville, Washington. If we could help you, please let us help you. We want to be there for you. So with all this said, an education should be for life. It should be useful. It should be helping you be a better person. Don't waste your time. Be educated in the right way. And with all that said, for today, the doctor is out, and hopefully see you out overnight.